Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forever Bedrock realm. I have not been able to, I did not have time to come up with a game plan for tonight's stream, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. We definitely have a lot of building to do from down there, and also up above we're all the way at world height, and so we got a lot of building that we can do up there as well. In fact, if we go up there, maybe that's something that we can work on, is capping that off and getting a ceiling in up there. So maybe that would actually be a good idea. What do I have in my inventory? I think for that, I want to use smooth stone and go over the smooth stone with lichen. It gives it that old gravel roof type feel, which means we'll actually be a block down in order to be able to place the lichen. But we're all the way up to the top. I do believe I have scaffolding, yeah, in one of these. So let's go ahead and scaffold up, hopefully all the way. Whoop. So I hope everyone's had a great weekend. Kind of finishing off our weekend here with this stream. I always look forward to it, not because necessarily it's the end of the week officially, or whatever you want to call it, or beginning of the new week, but just because the thing about streaming compared to videos is the fact that I kind of get to hang out with you guys, and we get to do a little bit of chit chatting while we make some progress on things. Oh, there we go. So we're definitely going to need a lot more smooth stone. So we're going to have to get some smelting, get some stone smelting for that. But I would like to just get everything in place and get started placing. And I don't know if I have any lichen here with me or not. It might all be over at the Horror Labyrinth. So that's something that I may have to do at a later time. It's just a little bit of a journey over there. And we got plenty to do right here without having to worry necessarily about getting that done right now. So we can place the blocks we have, and while more smelting up, we can possibly start something else as well. Kind of need to take a look at what we've got to work with, and I guess we can kind of decide from there. It is a long way up this thing, that's for sure. A lot of room for more rooms. So this is the world height, so we wouldn't be able to place our blocks at that level and get our lichen on top of it. See? So what we're going to have to do is actually place our blocks down on this level, and that'll allow room for the lichen. And it does, and it provides like a nice little ledge across here, just like the old gravel roofs did. I mean, I'm sure they're still used around, but yeah, this is nice to see that we're capping this thing off and bringing it to a little bit more of a closure type state, right? Um, the interior still needs a lot of work, and so does the exterior. Misplaced that one. Yeah, it's down there waiting. I have not had a dry throat all day, but the second you hit that record button, let me get a drink of my coffee. That's good. So, I guess the question is, we get the lichen up here and it'll be light enough where nothing will spawn up here. To make it all non-spawnable, but also, again, that really cool look. Yeah, you can't even see all the way down from up here. That's crazy, right? So we'll take the descent. Oh, I am wearing my wings. Okay. And we're bouncing off the walls. Alright, we got one piece of smooth stone there. We can throw the rest of that scaffold in there. We need to get our chicken cooking also. You know, I may be wrong. We may have some. If we have one piece of glow lichen on us, we can make all the glow lichen we want. And we got our bone blocks and stuff. Okay, I was all prepped up to go back over to the horror labyrinth to do all the off-camera stuff I wanted to do. So, do we have a piece of glow lichen? Not seeing any. Or you know. Ha ha! There we go. That's literally all we need is one piece to get us going. We don't have a lot of stone here though, do we? Alright, how much cobblestone do we have? We have quite a bit of cobblestone. We can smelt up some cobblestone and smelt that stone into smooth stone. We have our nice little workroom up here, and we can throw our chicken in there. This chicken is probably more than enough for what we need for added food source over at the horror labyrinth. That's pretty much what I got going on here with that, and we'll just throw that in there for now. And we'll go ahead and throw these feathers in there as well. And our smokers. Our regular furnaces, we got that going. And so, I mean, I like the idea of what we have going on in all of this. I don't think anything's coming down from there anymore, so we can go ahead and open this up. I'm not even sure if anything can spawn at world height. It would be a little ironic since you cannot place the blocks if things were able to spawn. Well, while we're waiting on all that, I guess we could take these feathers downstairs. And see what we got to work with here. And we'll toss these in there. Let's see. Do we have... No sea pickles. Okay. I mean, a part of me kind of wants to start on making a creeper farm up there. Since that's what we're going to put at the very top. How much spruce do we have? Well, we could potentially grow all the spruce trees we need. And some dirt. Maybe that's a good thing for us to do is yeah, maybe the creeper farm is the way to go. We have quite a bit of cobblestone. We could use it. Cobblestone's relatively easy to get. Well, for the most part. I don't know. Once you get these days, I don't know. I never ran out of cobblestone until they changed the world depths. Oh, did I not have plenty of fuel in those things? Another trip back down, grab some fuel. And this one. Throw that in there. And actually, why don't I need an empty shulker. That'll just make life easier. Okay. There we go. Let's throw some of this cobblestone in there. Like to make a little bit of room in here. We'll get plenty more of that stuff farming the woods. And back up one more time. Oh, maybe I didn't have fuel in these ones to begin with. Like this one never even started going. That one barely went. Alright, so basically we're going to make little platforms that the creepers can walk off of. And we'll have them fall down into a collection system. Probably wash them into campfires. We can see I missed a block over on that side. There's another one. Yeah, somehow I did miss blocks going up. But we can take care of all those as we build the room heading up. So I may want to cap that back off. Just so baby zombies can't spawn on the wall, drop down, or anything like that. So let's say we're right here. Alright, we'll go there. And really we want these off the we want to keep them off the edges, right? So let's bring it all the way this way, one from the wall as well. Oops. And we can come back this way. I think 2 wide are to be good. I mean, let's throw down some torches for the time being so nothing spawns before we're ready. But in order to make sure we only get creepers in here, because that's all we're worried about, trap doors. And that'll be just the right height for only creepers will be able to fit under it. Because everything else will be too tall. And apparently we're able to fit under them now. It's interesting. All these parody updates and things like that. There we go. And then all the way across here. As well as here. And then, you know, we just open these all up. So they'll think they can walk on them and they'll walk right off. Same here. And here. And we'll do another 2 wide deal like this way. I think 1 trap door between the 2 should be sufficient and help us maximize our space. I'm not 100% sure about that though. And it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to see how this falls out before we get too far ahead. Alright, so we'll do that. That'll be the second one. Okay, so the middle row we'll just have a single line. That should be fine. Let's again with our torches. We don't want anything spawning up here before we're ready. They make the house go boom. Yeah, so I think that should be pretty sufficient. And if we keep these lined up, when one walks on these doors and falls through, they'll fall straight down, right? And we'll do a few layers of these, and then we'll have a water stream moving everything to the center of the room, where we'll have a campfire and just a collection chest underneath. Maybe the campfires can just set straight on top of some hoppers. I think that should, in theory, that should work. Or actually, we can, technically, while we're here, oops. Technically, while we're here, we can go ahead and lay out these top platforms, even though we don't have our trapdoors. Just make sure we get our torches up there where we need them. And yeah, we should be golden. I'm pretty sure. I mean, theoretically, this should work. And I mean, I believe most of the caves in the facility are lit up, but this is high enough that I don't think um, it should necessarily matter too much. We can always make our little AFK spot right in, specific. We're working with numbers here, right? Things aren't going to spawn within 24 blocks of us, and outside of 48 blocks, they can begin to, despawn. So that's pretty much what we're working with. We want this to be more than 24 blocks, but no more than 48 away from where we end up. So if we come back over here, we'll say one. We can. Oh, there's got to be an easier way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, there's 20, and then we want yeah, that'll be our last layer right there. That'll be right around where our last layer goes. For right now, we need a lot of wood. So in order to get that wood, we are going to plant us some spruce trees. We'll just go right here. I believe that should be good. It may not be. We may need to bring that in some. We'll go right there. And I believe they'll grow. I believe they should have enough room to grow right there. It's turning into daylight. I was trying to make it through the bed. Alright, so we got like 2 more nights to get that roof done so phantoms aren't knocking us off there. There's that. We'll just bring this one back over. Bring this one back over. And bring this one back over. Where's our bone meal? There we go. Or actually, we have bone blocks we can use. Ah, darn it. I was able to get quite a few trap doors out of a tree, a 2x2 tree. We are going to need a lot of trap doors, a lot of them. I haven't done any numbers or configured this in any way yet, other than the fact that I knew we wanted it at the top. That's literally all I have figured for this already. So we're pretty much doing what we need to on the fly here. We know what we want, so we're just working on getting it. Oop. We have plenty of saplings, and we don't have any tree farms, so probably doesn't matter if I get those 4 back. At the moment anyways. Let's put that there. Convert our stack in 9 logs into planks and a whole lot of trapdoors. Now we have we're going back up with our lichen, smooth stone, and trapdoors. So we have some materials to work with going up here. What do you guys think? You think the creeper farm at the top is a good use of the space? It'd be a good way for us to keep all the gunpowder we could need for rockets, TNT, things like that. And by restricting our spawns into just, well, actually I believe spiders will spawn on them like that. Spiders can spawn on 2x2s, right? So maybe 2x2's not the way to go. They won't be able to fall down, so they'll just be up there taking up space. Oh, that's got me rethinking this. So maybe what we really want are 1x1 areas. And then with 1x1 areas, spiders can't spawn. We're using our trapdoors to make sure that none of the other tall little guys spawn. So it literally could only be creepers, right? See, and then we got, it's going to be different on this end. Okay, so I believe we want the difference to be in the middle. Whatever that difference is, we want it in the middle, right? So and this is the kind of things that happen when you're configuring things as you go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. No, that literally works out. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. And the reason I'm using spruce is because of the 2x2 trees. It just makes it so easy to get it, right? Actually, let's leave our little walkway open for us to get back across. Okay. And yeah. Or we can open these as we go. That would be probably useful. Alright. Whoa. Not this time. Like, I knew that was a hole. The trap worked on me, even. If you followed me for any amount of time, you know that just because a hole's there doesn't mean I'm not going to fall down it, even if I put the hole there. Alright, so I'm not quite sure where that just was must have been this in. Yeah, we don't need that one there. We'll take it back. And let's get up here. probably not going to need as much smooth stone as I thought we did. So, there's our lichen. There. And oh my goodness. It's going to go every direction but the direction I want it to go, isn't it? Actually, with the lights down there, we probably don't need them up here until we close this off. The only real somewhat dark spots right there, which we're about to take care of anyways. I mean, the good thing about it is, like, if your bone meal hits it, you know it's gonna spread. Right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you know you're getting it 1-for-1. And I think I'm okay with it crawling up the sides of the walls, even though I didn't really have that, you know, didn't really consider that. Now I will need to, I don't have shears on me. Oh, we did lose a little bit right there. I didn't account for that. Okay. So back to our trap doors, which we are running low on. We have just over a stack. Alright, we've got those ones in place, so now we need these ones. Yeah. Sorry guys, if you hear scrambling in the background. The animals all seem to have the zoomies right now, for whatever reason. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to catch that. And there's another one. I got that one though. Definitely got to remember these ones on the ends. They could make a difference. I mean, every whereas they walk, they're not supposed to. Means they're falling. They're getting processed. I guess would be probably the most humane way to say that. And more can spawn, right? So we're going to need about, from the looks of things, because we had like 47 trapdoors to start with, we are going to need about 2 spruce trees per layer. Is what I'm interpreting this as. So yeah, a lot of work to do. Off the walls. Here we go. And let's get some saplings out. Let's check our furnaces. And that may be, I mean, I'm positive this should this should be more than enough to finish the roof. It is quite the trip back up here. Save a little bit of bone meal waiting on our tree to grow. Get our roof the rest of the way in. Make sure that we have our torches down so that we don't have mobs spawning up here waiting for us. And we definitely still need to get some mossy cobblestone into our outside wall. Something we haven't done yet. But that's gonna be how we get our finishing look. And we'll have some extra smooth stone left over for anything else we may decide to use it for, which is nice. We won't have to weight on it if it's a small amount that we need. And get our glow lichen finished across the top here and get it capped off. That'd be a really nice feeling to have this done completely. And this is some of the bone meal that Kay's Creation donated us for the horror labyrinth. So, you know, that's really nice that we didn't have to worry about trying to collect this. And let's pop that there. And there. Alright, and let's see if we can we make it in there? Nope, we missed. So right now we got a pretty flat looking build, all except for what we've done down here. And now it is definitely much darker in here as well. The little bit of light we have coming through will be where we poked the hole in the side up here to try and 007 style in, and completely failed. But we can place those back real quick. Not sure. I mean, I know I have cobblestone on me. We can throw that in there. Oh yeah, and our missing blocks are really gonna stand out now as well. There's one stone. Oh, did I only break out one block? I thought I had broke out two. Okay, so that's why we didn't make it. And Oh yeah, we were out of trapdoors. Okay, we've got, I believe, enough torches up here, which is important. I wish I would have remembered about the doors. Okay. There we go. So we may need to just collect a few trees before we go back up. Help save us a lot of up and down. We need about 2 trees, whoops, per level, right? So that's something that we can work on. And it's definitely a lot darker in here with that roof capped off. I apologize if you guys cannot see what's going on. I guess I'm gonna have to make sure I'm setting down some torches and stuff as we work in here. And I really don't know if mobs can get in here now. That's really weird. We can see the sky change even with this thing capped off because of it being so far up, I guess. I'm guessing that we're seeing the sky change. Yeah. That's definitely what we're seeing. That's pretty unique, I would say. Alright, so let's get us our choker box down. We'll go ahead and put that there. We can throw a bunch of cobblestone in it. That dirt. We won't need that. We can go ahead and place these saplings. Should be enough lights down here where none of that's an issue. We can put our coal in there, our smooth stone, our dirt, and our sticks. Shouldn't need any of that stuff, right? But I believe right now, for the time being, it should be an excellent time for us to do an intermission style deal. So you guys can grab some drinks, some snacks. I can get some more coffee and walk the dog. You know, whatever it is you guys need to do as well to kind of help get you set for the next part of the stream. I'm not sure how late we'll be working on this tonight, but you know, just to be safe, I don't want to be AFK and have things come down here and my stuff despawn. Yeah, so, like, we'll take a quick intermission and we'll do what we need to do and we'll get back into it, uh, you know, about 10 minutes or so. And I'll see you guys then. got back just in time to catch a little bit of Z's. Oh, I guess we can carefully break into here. Make sure nothing's gunning for us. Like, the only thing you really worry about in these situations are the creepers. Because they just... creepers be creeping, man. Ruining your stuff. And we can be letting the next tree grow while we work with the wood we have. And maybe that's kind of how we'll do it. So we're not just farming trees forever. Kind of break things up a little bit. I guess we'll work on getting a couple more saplings real quick. Getting all this out of our way. And let's make sure we got torches. We don't want to come down to any surprises. Everything looks good. It's a lot of trapdoors. Oh, could you imagine accidentally making all those spruce slabs and not being able to use them? At least not for what we're doing. It's so strange having clouds cut through your builds. I may turn my cloud rendering off. I guess it depends on how they affect the floors once we get them in. I mean, if it just looks like a cool little fog coming through, you know, at the right spot, then we may not worry about it. But I don't know if that's going to be how it goes down. Oh, I always want to place that even though, or open that even though I'm crouched and I can't. Oh no. I should have been crouched. I am so glad I'm not as clumsy in real life as I am in Minecraft. I would have died at a very young age. Alright, so we can go ahead and get these all open. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, we need to place these. We'll get these placed, and then we'll get the one side opened up. So we only need the one end to come back and remove the torches. And that one trap door is probably going to drive me crazy over there, even though I'm never going to see in here again after we remove those torches. So we are right here. Huh. Where's my cobblestone? That's what I need. There we go. Oh, that was our other torch I accidentally knocked out. So we've got oh no, it's still there. I don't know what I knocked out then. it's a very repetitive process, but it's definitely going to be very rewarding as well. All right, well that's fine. That's completely fine. We already know it's going to work out just like we want. So we don't have to worry about configuring anything else. We just have to put the layers in. Creeper farm. Yeah. Uh, Not 100% sure what the rates are going to be like. But in theory, if they move, they should walk right off of this stuff without too much of a problem. And should be able to get plenty of gunpowder, for rockets, TNT, whatever. That was always the plan for the top of the one chunk base. So technically, at the moment, I guess we're working our way down the one chunk instead of up it for the purposes of this. But once we get this in, like the top portion will be complete. Yes. Yeah, that is definitely a yes. And again, I'm not entirely sure how fast moving it'll be, but it should be something that produces more than enough for what I need in this area. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. And looks like we're gonna have to go chop us another tree, a couple more trees. And I got to make sure I'm getting these torches in. I do not want to come up here and get blown up. Oh, that would be so sad, would it not? To get blown up in your own base. Because you have a base with a mob farm in it. And torch there. And we're going to go ahead and use up these last couple trapdoors. So this will be our second layer down. Whoa. I'm surprised I made that. So we know that from the top, our second torch there is at 20 blocks. So we want our AFK floor. Well, if we make this our last layer, then we have three layers here because of the water, and then the 2 block space above the water from the funnel in to our collection system. And our collection system can be on this layer right here, which will basically be in the we could technically funnel down through the middle of the room. So this would be the basically the ceiling level of the last accessible room, which will be where we collect all of our goodies from there. And we can just kind of glide down. Or not glide so gracefully. And by landing on top of the tree, we don't even have to spiral up. We can just take it right on down to the base, which is pretty nice. And all the leaves were high up on that one, so that's convenient. Or is it? We got 2 saplings. There's a third. Another one will probably drop while we make our planks. or I'm sorry, our trap doors. We definitely don't want to. We definitely don't want to make planks. Or slabs. We don't want to make slabs. And there's our planks. Alright. No forced sapling yet. We can grab a sapling out of here. And and back up we go. Now the saplings are falling. As far as I know, I believe I'm the only one on the realm currently without some sort of mob farm somewheres. Now we do have the spider spawner, the cave spider spawner down at the bottom of the chunk, which technically will sit inside our wall. So we'll have to make it so that we know it's solid where they can only spawn on our side, and we'll funnel them where we want. And that'll give us plenty of string for whatever. Or we can... yeah. We need spider eyes, whatever. Quick little way to mend up our elytra if we need to. A lot of options. And if nothing else, it's just a cool little feature to have inside of a one chunk base is a spawner. I think skeleton spawner would have probably been, more ideal for someone, but it just so happened that our base cut down into a mine shaft, or mine shaft, and that was a spawner that was there. I mean, I didn't look anything up. I just kind of picked the location, got marked out the chunks, and started digging. So, just blind luck that we have a spawner in our base at all. We have more convenient ways to get experience, but that is definitely probably one of the most convenient ways to get string is from a spider spawner. Whoa. And redid that again. By I mean me. And I'm not even sure if I finished. No, I did not. Neither of these. Okay. So we definitely need to get our trapdoors in here. There we go. back in place. Get some torches down right away. Now, I don't know if any of them holes that we left are inside this perimeter, but if they are, we'll get those filled in before we, close this thing off as well. Because once we get once we get this complete, we do not want to have to come back in it. And if my math's not too bad, I believe we should have like 8 or 9 layers of this, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh my goodness, I keep doing that. 8 or 9 layers is not bad. This is one of them deals where Swift Sneak would really come in handy, but at the same time, I'm not really sure that it's completely necessary as it is in some other situations. Ooh. I am definitely lacking on the torch placement here. And we are going to need more torches. We have coal on us. Don't think we have very many sticks. We do have a few planks, but not many of those either. I don't know if that'll make a difference being on the next block up or not. In fact, I mean, really, going pretty good. How are you doing, Agni? Tanks? So I had considered, doing a cat-based farm, and I mean, there's just so many ways you could do these things. But I feel like for what we're doing, this is you know, this is gonna get the results we need. Looks like we're out of trap doors, so we're gonna have to grab us another, get us some more trees down. However, before we do that, no reason we can't go ahead and get in our cobblestone. Well, it's nice to have you join us here on the stream. I hope you have a good time watching. Yeah, Minecraft is I believe one of them games that, because it constantly gets new updates that add a lot of really cool things. You can walk away from it, and I mean, you seem to get drawn back in. Inspiration in terms of what to strive for. Well, I mean, that kind of depends. I mean, if you like building farms, doing redstone, or just building in general. Full diamond stage and get bored. Well, they have the new armor trim stuff coming out with 120, so maybe that'll be a reason to get into that netherite. I completely missed the top of that tree. That's a pretty decent sized one. Oh, so you haven't played since netherite was a thing. Oh man, there's so many cool things that have been added since 116. Oh, I don't have torches. I was gonna light up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there's a whole new world out here compared to when you played last. Then the Nether update itself added quite a bit to the game. Yeah, our my single player series on you can catch that over on my YouTube channel. Been in it since 117, and the goal is basically just to thrive in that one world until it just can't, until the size is an issue or whatever. Let's yeah, go down here, catch some Z's, roll it over to daytime. Oh yeah, there's definitely a very technical aspect to it these days. Redstone has just come light years since you played. We'll see how those 36 torches do us for now. And we'll take these saplings. So yeah, if you're into the redstone stuff, you can make a lot of really cool contraptions that relatively simple compared to how it used to be. And you can make a lot of contraptions that used to be not even thought of as a thing, just because of the limitations. Alright, let's get all these trapdoors that we can. And we got some more sticks so we can make some more torches. And I think we can go ahead and... what is that? I think we ought to be able to go ahead and put the coal blocks back up so they're not taking up a bunch of space. I've been playing since right after the Nether update come out. So, I mean, I guess in a way I'm still pretty new to it. But I've watched so many videos on like I binge watched Ethos Solar Player World all the way back from Chocolate Island through, and yeah, the phone app, being able to play it on the phone does make a huge difference. And I've watched Doc M's World Tour. I've binge watched a lot of that. I'm actually coming close to the end of his first one. So you know, it's a thing that I've seen how frustrating it could be in them older worlds. If you guys will give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're building a creeper farm by adding in these trap doors right here. The taller guys won't be able to spawn, only the creepers. And because we don't have, joining blocks, spiders shouldn't be able to spawn in here either. So try not to nose dive onto the top of the tree, but definitely want to hit the top. So by having a creeper farm at the top of our one chunk base, we can go to our AFK room, as I'm calling it, and collect all the gunpowder we'll need. And then our other farms that we have down at the bottom of the chunk, because we're putting all the noisy things down there, with the animals and the mine carts and all that kind of stuff. All those things are still inside the chunk too, so they'll be running as well. So we can collect a lot of stuff just being in the one chunk here, right in the comfort of our base. One chunk bases are a lot different than they used to be, with the new heights and depths that we have now. You can really fit a lot of stuff in them, and it's not like because I went from the bedrock all the way to the build height, it's a lot of work too compared to what it used to be. But in the end, I believe, that's something that will definitely pay off. So taking advantage of it is a pretty good idea, I think. Do I have silk touch? No. That's interesting. Yeah. So basically 0, 0 is the corner of a chunk, and chunks are 16 by 16, so you can just kind of do the math from there and find a chunk anywheres. But there's also Foxy No Tail has an add-on that you can yeah, on Java, yeah, you got the debug screen and all that made it really easy to find that stuff. Okay, so I think that should be plenty of torches as well. So we can go ahead and get that out of our inventory. Trying to make as much space in my inventory as I can. Not the slabs. I almost did that last time. Definitely don't want to do the slabs. So yeah, it's just a pretty repetitive process getting everything in, but that's the whole top of our chunk done after we get this farm in, which will come down to you can't. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa. as I was saying, we'll come down to our bottom torch here is where we're going to put our bottom layer. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to fall, but we can come down to the torch or just below it. But we need to at least get down to the torch with the bottom layer in order for us to be 24 blocks from the top layer. In order for us to be more than 24 blocks from the top layer. And at the same time, and that's this torch right here. And that at the same time, we won't be more than the 48 that can, you know, begin the for the despawning. Now, in theory, the creepers should spawn in, and with their pathfinding, they should see these trap doors as walkable blocks and walk right off with no problem. So that's why I didn't bother doing a flush system like I would typically do in a mob farm. But I'm not looking for super fast rates or anything. So, I mean, it should be fine. And if there are any issues, I can always troubleshoot it at any given time. But I do believe once we get these torches out and get out of here, everything should function well enough that I never have to come back up in this area. And I even added these extra just to give the one any that spawn here 3 ways to go to get them out of there. Just as, you know, that little bit extra quickness to it. Oh. And there we go again. Alright, so that's 1, 2, and I need it there. Alright. Yes. And let's get these torches in really quick because it's pretty dark in here. And I do not want to be at one corner of this thing and have creepers spawning in on me, blowing stuff up. I've played a little bit of Java. I just I mean, I know Java's like the popular thing for content in general. Um, there's differences with the mechanics, with the redstone, and all that. And I mean, they do have the parody things going on these days, but I don't know. Bedrock Edition is what I started out on. So maybe that's why I'm more biased to it. But again, like you were saying, with the being able to play on the same account from multiple devices is really, really nice. I'm not sure if the performance is better or not. Bedrock definitely has its fair share of bugs and stuff. Um, I do know that. And it may be the go-to at some point, but I don't know if they'll ever really get rid of Java Edition. I think I think it's just too popular for them to do away with it. It's definitely a big market for the mods and stuff like that. Where with the add-ons, they're a little more limited, I believe. And I know this is overkill with the torches, but I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I mean, it takes like a second to add an extra torch versus 5 to 10 minutes of fixing something that a creeper blew up. Good old Fred. You can always count on him to sleep for you while he's on. He keeps that clock handy and a bed nearby. it's open to walk across. I was like, how did I miss that trap door? I didn't. And yep, that was definitely our last one. So back on the grind again. Whoa. No more logs caught up there, okay. Like, we need all the logs we can get. If I'd had time to plan out the stream, I would have gathered all these and just been ready to go. But you guys know how that is. I'm actually on vacation from work now, so I've got all week to try and get a little bit ahead of the game on the content for you guys. For the videos and stuff. And if you're not already, you can check me out on YouTube. And I mean, you may like the Forever Bedrock videos that I have going there from the realm here, or our single player world, the Minecraft Bedrock Survival series, Let's Play series that we have. And we have the Ultimate Bedrock. Oh no, I did it. We have the Ultimate Bedrock series, which is basically a tutorial style series. But everything from that world is on camera. So resource gathering, everything. There's no behind the scenes. So all the grindy stuff gets done on streams as well. And I really messed up by making those slabs. Hopefully we have enough to finish trapdooring this layer. Our streams normally run about 2.5 hours. We're getting close to, we're actually at 2.5 now. So I don't think we're gonna actually have time to get this done. But you guys know the concept. It's repetitive. Layers by layer until we get down to our final torch here. And then basically it's just water. A water net, catching them and bringing them into some campfires there in the center where they'll be dealt with, and from there the campfires will be sitting on some hoppers leading down into some chests. Pretty generic ordeal, really. And you should be able to catch all this in catch it in action and whatever is going on with it in either the next Forever Bedrock episode or possibly even, yeah, probably the next episode. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can talk about with the Horror Labyrinth with you guys without, spoilers and stuff. But that's alright, because we have, excuse me, we have a lot of work here on this one chunk base that we can get done on camera. So that's kind of where that's at. I wonder why it's so much hassle to get this trapdoor in right there. That one right there. Doesn't want to go. And let's get some torches down pretty quick before I forget. Oh man. Alright, so let's say torch here, here. Let's get these blocks placed. So what exactly is it that brought you back after an amount of time that made you say, hey, I need to get back into that? I mean, was it something particular? Outside of all the redstone stuff. Yeah, man, I used to be into those kind of games. Exactly. There's nothing worse than being at work and getting home and realizing you've lost everything that you spent, like, I don't know, a month gathering or collecting. And war games were definitely my thing, and they're just, they consume you. Like, you literally cannot take a break. I think what really did it for me was because I was always big on computer games and stuff, and I think losing all my resources and things and stuff like that while I was throwing a birthday party for my kid was definitely one of them things that made me say, hey, like, it's not even worth the time I'm putting into this. Yeah, the commitment aspect for sure. I'm really glad you joined us here on the stream. That's really took me for a stroll down memory lane here. We can kind of lay this out, I believe, and find out how many layers we have left. Whoa. And there we go again. So we've got that's the layer that so we got one, two here. Oh no. If I said it before and I'll say it again, I am so glad I am not as clumsy in real life as I am in Minecraft. Because I'm about to have to give up on trying to do this. I would have not lived for a very, I would have died at a very young age. Alright, so there's one, there's two, here's three. So we have there. So it actually works out. One below that. That's interesting. I wasn't sure. Yeah, let's just break our way into our tree here. And now we can break out our axe. So I stream every Sunday. Normally starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I was running a little late starting tonight's stream. Just an unusual Sunday for me at altogether. It's just been one of them weekends, I guess you could say. Not necessarily in a bad way or in a crazy way at all either, but just different. So we're gonna go ahead and take our things that we have here. I am a third Irish, a third Cherokee Indian, and a third German. Don't ask me how that happened. But yeah, I completely understand. In fact, I've been wanting to go uh, to Ireland for so long. Uh, Hopefully, within the next couple of years, I can make that happen. Um, I am definitely. We can use. Definitely gonna close this off. So I believe I'm gonna finish the rest of that off camera, and I'll get it in my next video. That way you guys can see what's going on, which I believe the video should be ready Friday. My next Forever Bedrock episode should be ready Friday. And if you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to check out the other Forever Bedrock members. Their channels can be found in the description of any of my videos from any of my series as of recent anyways. And they have some amazing stuff going on all the time. A lot of interesting things. And I personally have enjoyed their content for a while before I even joined them. So it was really, really an honor to get here on this realm and to thank you, Agni. Thanks. It, you know, really has been an honor to be able to play with these guys and see, you know, how these things go. Just talking to them in the Discord and everything. I don't think I have the links to the Discord in any of my descriptions now that I've mentioned it, so I may have to go ahead and pop that in there. You come hang out with us on the Forever Bedrock Discord anytime, and we're all active there all the time, and we have, you know, some amazing stuff going on here pretty soon. I have the Horror Labyrinth I'm working on. These other guys have big projects that they're working on. Fred built the Death Juggling game over in the gaming district here recently. Like, that was no small thing he did there, and I mean, it kind of popped in overnight. Just more verification that Fred doesn't sleep except in game. I guess because phantoms aren't a problem IRL, so he can do that.